Wild take, but I think hustle culture is killing our creativity. And what I mean by that is this hustle culture is painting this picture that you're supposed to like work hard every single day and maintain this level of consistency when it's just not realistic for creativity. Like inspiration hits at every moment. There's days where I'm super inspired and I can do a whole bunch of work or have a bunch of ideas or make a bunch of videos. There's some days I want to crawl in a corner and not talk to anybody. And this notion that like do it hard, do it when it's hard, do it when it's easy, do it when you're tired, like especially as a creative, that's just unrealistic. It's not real. It isn't sufficient. There's no way to actually be consistent with that because we're not robots. I think one of the things we have to realize, especially as creatives or just human beings in general, that it's okay not to want to work. It's okay to be down, but it's also okay to be above that as well. Like sometimes I want to do more, sometimes I want to do less. But I think in terms of creativity, we have to understand that the best creativity comes from pureness, like true creativity, not forced creativity. I think a lot of us are forcing ourselves to be creative, forcing ourselves to make a video to post so we can be consistent, forcing ourselves to think of things when that's not when the greatest ideas come about. The greatest ideas come from true inspiration, come from true real life experiences. And I think if you're trying to maintain this consistency, this standard that the world has kind of put onto us at this day and age with social media, then I think you're gonna realize you're not gonna come up with this as great of ideas because you're not in a pure state. Today I just felt like taking a walk. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden I get inspired because I didn't feel like creating no content today. But I get inspired to make this video because this is a real life experience and moment I'm having that I'm articulating on this video. So I bet certain people are gonna watch this video and really relate because I'm not forcing this video at all. This is literally how I feel. I think the key for us when maintaining this standard of consistency, because it is needed, but it's not realistic. The key with this is being able to schedule things, like have things appear to look consistent when they're not. Like for me, on somebody, while I'm talking about this, I'm very consistent on social media. I post every single day on 4 different platforms: YouTube, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, and maybe another one I'm not even thinking about. But the way I'm able to do this isn't by actually being consistent, it's by scheduling everything. I think as creatives, we have to build out systems and ways so we can still achieve that level of consistency to grow, to be able to make that career, or like make income through that career, the thing we love to do, but never make it so we have to get out of the pureness of the creativity. I don't believe we should ever be expecting ourselves to think of ideas every day, be able to be bold enough to make a video every day. I think if we're doing that, we're not going to be authentic. And I'm not going to fall to that false narrative. I'm not going to try to make myself be what I'm not so I can be consistent for whatever the dude on YouTube best practices is saying, or whatever the dude is on whatever your industry is saying you should do. Everything best comes in life when you're being genuine and being authentic. And one of the things I've also realized, I'm writing a book right now, so I also have some ideas coming from that. But I've realized that while hard work and being consistent is cool, and it's something I'm even putting in my book, the importance of it, what's more valuable than all of that is a great idea. And so you can work for a month and be consistent, but one great idea can be more worth than months and months of hard work, because an idea can make you more efficient. An idea can change the trajectory of everything. And so if we understand how valuable ideas are, we won't put so much of a prioritization into being consistent and all this hustle culture. It's important, but there's no way that's more important than a game-changing idea. And I believe all of us in our minds have game-changing ideas, but we have to give ourselves the air to allow it to become into our minds. And so if you never actually set aside time for you to just relax, or for you to peacefully go about your day and be inspired, then you'll just become a robot. You'll be consistent, but like, what sets you apart from everybody else? You're posting the same average videos, you're making the same average product, whatever it is your industry is. You aren't standing out because you're constantly doing things when you're not inspired. Again, this isn't a video to say you shouldn't be consistent. I'm very consistent, but I don't do it in a way that's not pure and authentic, because I'm always gonna be me. I'm rewatching this before I'm like uploading everything. I wanted to add this really quickly. Consistency is different for every person. Figure out what consistency is to you, not to the world. So for example, with YouTube, it may be once a month, it may be once a week, it may be every day. Figure out what consistency is to you. Don't let this world tell you what consistency is. The only person you need to hold accountable is yourself. You don't need nobody to tell you what you need. What's consistency to you? Back to the video. And people are gonna like you. Not the consistency, people are gonna like you, okay? And so just keep being you. Do not let hustle culture and consistency deter you from being you. All of us have different things that make us who we are. All of us have different things that make us feel like we're ourselves, okay? So just because the world claims that 2 days is a weekend, if you only need 1 day, you only need 1 day. If you only need 2 days, you only need 2 days. If you are better on Wednesday and Monday being your days off, like, you don't have to fall in line with what the world is saying. You have to fall in line with what you are. And whatever that is, stick to that plan. Be yourself, listen to yourself, and be you. I promise you, all the great goals and achievements and views or whatever you want is on the other side of you being you. Because if you're receiving all those things and not being you, you may have received all those things, but you're not happy. So what I don't want to do is go through this hustle culture and do all the things people are telling me to do, not what my heart's telling me to do, and then I'm successful, but I'm not happy. In my eyes, that's not even successful. That's successful in other people's eyes, but not even my own. So I'm looking in the mirror and everybody thinks I'm successful, but I see that person in the mirror and I'm not happy. That's not success to me. So I need you to figure out what it is for you. I need you to figure out what puts you in the best mood to be creative, to be yourself, and let that flow out into the world, because there's somebody that needs you to be you, but they'll never meet you if you keep being somebody you're not for somebody else that you're not even meant for. Oh my goodness, I just cooked. I hope y'all like that video. I hope I can put together a good thumbnail so people click on this video. But I appreciate the love. This is genuinely how I felt today. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. I drop every single day, 9:30 a.m. ET, with whatever's on my mind to help you be the best version of you, and to help people find their passion and find whatever success is to them in their life. See y'all on the next one. Peace.